Today we're talking about the truth about eating healthy to lose weight and why it rarely works for women. A healthy diet is not the same as a weight loss diet, and this is something that I commonly see as a nutrition practitioner that women getting confused about. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Megan Olson. I help women over 35 lose 20 to 50 or more pounds and keep it off for good. Now, before we get started talking about eating healthy and why it's not getting you the weight loss results that you want, I want to let you know that I am hosting a free weight loss class, the 5 Steps to Lasting Weight Loss. The link to join that class is right above this video. You can also get the replay if you click that link, and that replay will get emailed to you. Okay, so when women come to me, they usually say something like this. Hi, Megan, my name is so-and-so. I'm, this many years old. I have these conditions going on. I've been trying to lose weight for X amount of time. I've tried all of these different diets and I'm eating healthy and I'm really confused and frustrated because I'm not losing weight. So if this is you, my first question to you is, what does eating healthy mean to you? I ask you that question because I'm pretty sure my version of healthy eating is going to look different than your version of healthy eating. And I'm sure if you were to ask a few of your friends what they think me eating healthy means, it's probably going to, really vary, and you're probably going to get a million different responses, right? A healthy diet is not the same as a weight loss diet. They're two different things, and this is what women commonly get wrong. What most women are doing out there is eating foods that seem healthy, like orange juice, like granola bars, like peanut butter, like English muffins, like crackers, like cereals. These foods are literally designed to increase your hunger hormones so you crave more food. They literally are making weight loss harder for you. They don't give you great energy. They don't, keep you from falling asleep at, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And what happens when you're tired? What happens when you're fatigued? What happens when you have low energy? You eat more food, right? Your body wants you to eat more food so you can get that quick energy. And it's literally your hormones in your body telling your body to do that. It's not because you don't have willpower. It's your hormones in your body saying, I'm not getting enough of the right foods. I am literally depleted of the right nutrients. So I want you to eat more food. And then you get into this vicious cycle of always feeling hungry and battling cravings because you're eating all of these foods that on the surface seem healthy. Right? And this is why, women over 35 really struggle, is because there's just way too much conflicting information out there. There's a lot of diet marketing and there's a lot of confusion around food. Okay. So here I'm going to tell you exactly the two things that you need for women over 35 to lose weight. And those two things are balanced metabolic hormones and a slight calorie deficit. So eating healthy foods, or foods that seem healthy, are going to do just the opposite. It's going to increase your hunger hormones, so you eat more foods, and it's going to eventually end up causing you to eat more calories and take in more calories so you won't lose weight. And this is why mastering your nutrition for weight loss is so, so important. And by master, I don't mean following a fad diet. I don't mean, following somebody's protocol that you found on the internet, or cutting carbs, or being really restrictive with what you eat, or going on a super low calorie diet. Master means making choices that actually promote fat loss and balance your metabolic hormones. That is what weight loss is at the end of the day, losing fat, right? Because losing weight is losing muscle and water. Losing fat is actually losing fat on your body, right? So we want to master the food and the nutrition so that it's promoting fat loss, it's balancing your metabolic hormones and keeping you full and hungry free, and keeping your energy and fatigue, in check. And that's what weight loss is, losing the fat. So you need a slight calorie deficit plus those balanced hormones, and you achieve those two things by combining the right foods and really paying attention to how much you're eating. So let's take the hormones first for an example. Let me give you an example of what it means to balance your metabolic hormones. A lot of women think they're eating healthy, but again, just eating healthy food does not equal fat loss. Let's think about a couple common foods that women eat for breakfast. Avocado toast, that's one. The other one is, oatmeal. or English muffin with peanut butter, right? No one would argue that avocado toast, oatmeal, or English muffin isn't healthy. Those are wonderful, healthy foods, but they're not ideal as meals for fat loss. So if you are 20 to 50 or more pounds to lose, those foods are not the foods you should be eating unless you're pairing them the right way. And most women are not. And that's where the confusion comes in, okay? So let's break this down and really think about this. So what is avocado toast? It's a starch and it's a fat. So eating that combination of food is always going to be a recipe for weight gain. It does not promote fat loss. Let's think about what is oatmeal. Let's say you're just, eating some oatmeal and you're adding some peanut butter and you got some berries in your oatmeal. 3 things. That's what you got. So what is that? Well, the oatmeal is a starch. I mean, it is a healthy fiber, carb, but it is starch. And then you've got fruit, which is another carbohydrate. Again, it's healthy. And then you got peanut butter, which is a fat. Peanut butter is predominantly a fat. I know a lot of us confuse it with a protein, but it's not that great of a source of protein. So what is that? What is that oatmeal combination? It's a starch and a fat. And if you've ever had that combination of oatmeal before for breakfast, you may have noticed that you were hungry 1 to 2 hours after eating it and you felt like you needed a snack, right? If you need a snack, you know that your metabolic hormones are not in check. So let's talk about the English muffin, right? We talked about another one, English muffin with peanut butter. That's something that a lot of women do, or English muffin with butter, okay? What is the English muffin with peanut butter or butter? It's a starch and it's a fat. Again, a recipe for weight gain. So you can see all of these foods are really healthy foods, but the way that you're pairing them is telling your body that you want to store more fat. That combination of food is literally telling your fat storing hormones that you want to store more fat. I don't think that's what you want to do, right? So it's not the ideal combination of foods for fat loss. And this is what I mean by mastering your nutrition and really understand how to pair your foods so that it is going to promote weight loss in your body while keeping your hunger under control, while keeping you with great energy and not making you fatigued and want to go to sleep, right? The foods you eat literally tell your hormones what you want them to do. Do I want to lose weight or do I want to gain weight? How you eat and how you pair your foods is going to tell your body, it's going to direct your body as to how to do that. So when you're not pairing your foods the right way for fat loss to keep your metabolic hormones balanced and to give your body the right signals that you want to lose fat, then your body just stays the same and you don't lose weight. So that's where the confusion comes in. I'm eating healthy, but nothing's happening and I'm not losing weight. It doesn't matter what healthy foods you're eating, right? You'll never lose weight because your metabolic hormones aren't balanced and you're not pairing the foods the right way. So again, mastering nutrition is eating for your hormones first. Then the second piece of mastering your nutrition is getting into a slight calorie deficit. So the only way your body will ever lose weight is getting into a calorie deficit. And many women who are eating healthy foods have no idea how many calories they're eating because they're not tracking their food. And many women who are eating healthy foods, they just don't think they have to track calories because they're eating healthy foods. You can just as much gain weight on a healthy diet as you can on a standard American diet with a lot of processed foods. If you have no idea of how many calories you're eating, then it's like playing darts in the dark and hoping you're going to hit the bullseye. I mean, you literally have no plan. And that's what that means. You're just kind of winging it and praying that you're going to lose weight. You don't have the data. And so if you don't have a good plan and you don't have the data, then you're just sort of winging it and praying it's going to work out. And that's kind of a recipe for disaster when you don't have a plan. I kind of like to think of it this way. If you were to go on a road trip from Los Angeles to New York, you would probably come up with a plan, right? Like, what hotels am I going to stay at? Where am I going to stop to eat? What are we going to visit along the way? Where am I going to go when I get to New York? You would have kind of a plan. You'd have a game plan. And you have to have the same for weight loss. You can't just kind of say, I'm going to eat a bunch of healthy foods and see what happens. And that's what a lot of women do. So I also want to clarify here that eating in a calorie deficit does not mean a 1,200 calorie diet either, ladies, okay? 1,200 calories is what a toddler would eat. And if you tried to stick to a low calorie diet like 1,200 calories, I guarantee you will have low energy, you will have fatigue, and you will want to eat the entire contents of your kitchen after a few days. 1,200 calories is simply too restrictive, and it always backfires on women because it increases your metabolic hormones that control hunger and cravings. And truthfully, this is where some women can get into trouble. They go on 1,200 calorie diets, they actually gain weight from the flight or fight response in the body. That's a hormonal response in the body that increases your hunger hormones. So the female body is very sensitive to stress. So if you have a lot of stress in your life, or you work out a lot and you're always, eating really low calories, or you're eating a super restrictive diet like cutting carbs out or not getting enough fat, then you're putting more stress on your body and your hormones will never allow you to lose weight. Okay, this is why having the right game plan for you is so important, so you stop doing the things that are actually making it harder for you to lose weight. You see, when you have the right plan, you stop listening to all the diet marketing, all the diet noise that's out there. You start actually doing the things that work for you, work for your body, and you start losing weight almost effortlessly. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. Remember, mastering your nutrition is about balancing your metabolic hormones as well as getting into that slight calorie deficit. And again, I hope that was helpful for you. If you're a woman who has been trying to lose weight and you're just eating healthy and you're confused about why that is, I really hope that this was some great information for you. And hopefully it brought some attention to why healthy eating alone does not equal fat loss. I would love for you to tell me in the comments below if this video was helpful for you. I also want to remind you that I'm hosting that free class on the 5 steps to lasting weight loss for women. So if you want to join that free class, click the link above this video to join me, or you can get the replay emailed to you. It's totally free and it will expand on all of the topics that we talked about today. I'll talk to you soon.